there, this is Renee. I have to start off with a little bit of energy. I find it always helps me to be able to help get the point across. I'm more of I like to communicate physically and just to share the energy, because a lot of times, I don't know about you, but there are a lot of times where we struggle to find our energy. So I just want to put that out there to you. Always be looking for your energy, because you'll have so much more fun doing that. Okay, back to the topic at hand, procrastination. I don't know about you, but I have had a lot of tendencies to procrastinate. And it can be a challenge to overcome at times, especially if it's not something that you're looking forward to. So I'm curious, what are you procrastinating about right now? And do you think you would benefit if you were more aware of your process of procrastination and decide and why, and if it was something that was really important to you? What if you decided to stop procrastinating? I don't know. It's just putting it out there, giving it some thought. Do you feel like you'd be a lot further ahead, or maybe have better relationships with family and friends and neighbors, or whatever it is? Do you feel that it could make a difference in your life? Would you be happier maybe? So why are you procrastinating? Now, I would venture to say that if it has to do with business and you're putting it off, but at the same time you have it high up on your priority list, a little bit of a disconnect there, right? So there are things that you can do well, actually, you just have to just make it a priority and get it done. And I would recommend you get it done first thing, when you start working on your business, or start working on, once you've gotten your initial things out of the day, like, eating breakfast, if you do any exercise, give love to your kids, your family, anything like that, go ahead and get one of your first priority things out of the way. You will be so much happier that you did it. And you might start noticing a difference in your business. Could be beneficial. So, first off, you need to be aware that it's happening, right? So how could you be doing that? Well, first off, you know what? A lot of times people start their day with meditation or jotting down their to-do list and stuff like that. And that's a great thing, but you want to start prioritizing what's the most important thing. And then you want to be mindful. Okay, so you have, like for me, doing a video first thing in the morning. Well, right now it's 1:23 in the afternoon, but it's been on my mind and I'm getting it done. I might be a little bit late, but I'm getting it done. You know what I mean? And the same thing goes for you. Whether you get it done at 9 o'clock in the morning, or 6 o'clock in the morning, if you're a really early riser, if you have set the intention, but things have gotten in the way, but you make it a priority to make sure it gets done as soon as possible. Like for me, like at 1 in the afternoon, that's okay. Just get it done. And you can always reward yourself a little bit afterwards. So what are some of the things that you do when you do procrastinate? That's, a pretty good question, I would think. Do you thumb through your emails because you're like, okay, I know I need to do this and it should be a higher priority than looking at my emails, and kind of scrolling through, clicking on things because they're like, oh, what is that? Oh, what is that? Is that helping you move ahead faster, or can it wait? Another thing, I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people, they kind of waste a lot of time on their social media, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube videos, and they're just kind of scrolling through, looking at things, and I'm like, yeah, oh, that's fun. Oh, yeah, fun. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, my goodness. Okay, is that getting it done? Is that helping you, or are you procrastinating again? Oh, just saying. You can always reward yourself with that after you have done your mission, right? You can give yourself 10 or 15 minutes. That way, you're like, okay, I got that done. Yes, yes, yes. And then get back to work after you've given yourself that permission to take a little break after mission is accomplished, right? So, and then you go on to your next thing. It's possible that you have a list of really important things to do for the day. The big challenge is, are you getting it done? Now, sometimes you just bite off a little bit more than you can choose. So the prioritizing really, really helps you. And I just want to remind you about that, because that could help you decide what's the most important thing for you to get done. And if you don't get down the last couple of things on your to-do list for that day and is a lower priority, that's okay. You can always make it a higher priority the next day, right? So recognize what you're doing. Sometimes, actually, what I've done in the past is I'll sit down at my desk and I'm like, okay, I've got all this great stuff to do and I'm going to get it done. And then you sit there in front of your computer and you kind of stare off in space. Have you done that? Oh my goodness. And then you start daydreaming. I'm like, okay. And then you suddenly realize, wait a minute, this is not getting me anywhere. Daydreams are great, and it's great for helping you set new dreams, new goals, but you want to get something done so that you can start meeting your goals, meeting that timeline further out. So keep that in mind. I want you to be more present and cognizant of what it is that you're doing on a regular basis, so that you can get so much more accomplished, feel better about where you're going and what you've done. And for me, it's joy. Achieving joy and on that mission accomplished. For you, it might just be happy. It might be like, okay, this stopping the procrastination has brought me in some great money, and I want to celebrate and enjoy it a little bit. Don't get carried away now, because you still have lots more to do, but do reward yourself. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Be sure to set your intentions, because you've got this. You've got this. And if you feel like you need a little help in that area, I am here. I am available to be your coach, to be able to help guide you through, help you gain more clarity, maybe get a little more energetic in whether it be physical or whether your mindset or for me, it's the heart set. Because for me, the heart energy radiates out to everything and it spans so much more. So definitely helping with increasing your energy and whatever way it is that you are needing. And then courage, of course. We all could use a little more courage. Did you know that you can be a little scared for, have some lack of courage, but you can do little things throughout the day to help bump up that courage and to say, okay, I'm not very confident in this area, or I'm afraid to do this. But if you realize on your to-do list how important some of those action steps are, and that you know that they should be much higher on your priority list, if you get 2 or 3 of those things done, or maybe 4 done in a day, maybe it just takes 20 seconds to start it off. And then you get it done. And before you know it, you've got it done. You've made an attempt and like, okay, I did it. It wasn't so bad. It wasn't so scary. You have just bumped up your courage level a whole notch. So keep that in mind. I also help work with you on productivity. And this I would think is a part of productivity, and then influence. How do you want to be more influential? Or if you are influential already, how can you what few things that can you do, or one thing even? What one thing can you do to help level up that influence, to make a difference for you, your family, for the other people? There's lots of ways. And then we go into a little bit of the psychology, physiology, and all that kind of stuff. So if that is something that you find of interest, be sure to click on the link in the bio or the description, because that will help you realize a little bit more of where you're at. It's like a questionnaire. And so it'll help get you thinking about where you are right now, and are you really where you think you are, for one thing? And where do you see like you might need a little bit more help in, and encouragement, or help you find your path a little bit more clear? And then I can get it, and then send it to me, and we'll just go ahead and have a strategy session, so that you can get a sense of where I'm coming from, and maybe come up with some tips and things that you can do to help move your path forward. And if we're a good fit, then we can work together as a high performance coaching, so that you can get even more benefit. So I'm just tossing that out there. But in the meantime, if you like this video, if you found it to be of help, helpful tips, please be sure to like and share. And also, if you would, go ahead and subscribe. I do plan on putting out a lot more content, and I do hope that the content will be helpful for you, and at the very least, give you some food for thought, so that you can make some decisions that you will ultimately be happy with. So just wanted to say that and share it. And I hope you found it a benefit, and I'll talk to you later. Much love, much success, and have a great one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.